XO.
When you think about the word slavery, right? If you were to define it in a good way, you'd say maybe it's an excessive devotion to or obsession with a certain thing. Maybe that's why people would say you were slaving away at it. But if you think of it in a bad way, you would say it is a person who is working like ridiculously hard for little to no remuneration or even appreciation for that matter. So when we think about slavery in the olden days, we think of, people who own slaves, the slave traders back in the day. You could see a slave like visually, like, oh, they're working the fields, they have no rights, they solely depend on their owner for everything. You get it? But now in 2025, if we think of modern day slaves, if we were to bring that word to 2025, what would we say it is? What is modern day slavery now?
I think we walk around as slaves and we don't even realize it. And there are many factors that play. So, for example, like parents, create slaves out of their children in a way. The whole living through your children, the whole discipline, but it's actually just control. The whole suppressing your child's emotions. We can't feel or express or grow without being punished. It's just a negative connotation for other ethnicities. And there's a stereotype that white parents, for example, have it easy for their kids, and black parents are just the saying African parents, oh my gosh, they do this, they do that, they don't allow this, they don't allow that, So I think there's just more to dwell on the topic,
Why is that? Why are parents like that? Are they trying to live their previous life with their children, their failed life? Maybe it's because I couldn't be a lawyer, so now my child needs to be one. What is it? Where does it come from? Is it religion? What is it?
I just think it's a generational pass on, At the end of the day, there's a saying that parents parent the way they were parented, But at the same time, we're just way advanced and more educated on what a good parent is, what a good person is, what a good citizen is, what a good individual is, And our parents are very narrow-minded,
Okay.
They don't learn as fast. Not all of them.
Yeah.
Most. But there's just space to learn. But the whole stereotype of black parents being stubborn also plays a role. So
it's quite interesting. You think that's why most black kids rebel?
Yes. Strict parents build good lives.
Revenge against my parent.
Yeah.
Because think about it. If I live your life for 18 years, then for the next 4 years I get to make my own decisions.
Yeah.
Wouldn't I make them completely different from yours? Like, wouldn't I live a completely different life if I disagreed with the first 18 years?
That depends.
Yeah?
I think that depends. If you're going to get out there and try to create an identity of your own, or you will go out there and continue with your parents' way of being, the way they not groomed, that's a bad denotation, but the way they raised you, you're just keeping their values and moralities. And I just think that if you are going to follow a belief that you were taught at home, it should come from experience because it works for you, not because someone said so. That we lack a lot of originality as the youth, because of our backgrounds. It plays a whole lot.
How much does fear play into that?
A lot. I mean, we were raised to fear failure, from the household to school. That's why I think the schooling system is also
suspect.
Of modern day slavery. They teach us to be employees and not free individual people. There's a whole economic system that we are taught to serve and not master. So I think school also plays a role. There's just so much dictating around us.
Yeah.
We never use our own minds. We just told what to do at this time, at this pace, at this. Yeah.
What's so